Well, Tuesday of Holy Week and day 2 of our Holy Week photo challenge, and today the subject is food. Subject close to my heart. It was pointed out to me by my family that every message when we were away in our camper van for the year, every message we sent home and WhatsApped home was a picture of me eating. So as you can see, I am fairly fond of this particular topic, and you guys have come through in fine style today with your photographs of food and eating. The story for today is the story of the Last Supper, and remember to tune in on Facebook at 9 o'clock tonight for the reading in full and our prayer for the day from Johnny and Lizette. But this story of Jesus and the Last Supper with his disciples has always been one of my favourite stories. I've always thought that there is something profound about food. There's just something quite incredible about the fellowship, the bond that comes when you share a meal. And it's a wonderful thing that Jesus, almost as his last act before the kind of inexorable cycle of all of the events of Holy Week begins, that's what he chooses to do, is to share a meal and share fellowship with his disciples. It tells us in the story that when Jesus takes the bread and takes the wine, he gives thanks for them and then he shares them. And that, to me, seems to be two very important things. To give thanks for the food itself. There's nothing better than a well-prepared meal, nothing more beautiful and wonderful than a really tasty piece of food. But then he shares it with his disciples, and that is the beauty of it. It's not just the food itself, it's the connection and the bond that happens amongst a group of people sharing food, and that really comes out in our photographs. As you'll see, we've almost got half and half between the food itself and the people that we share it with. And so as we look through today's photographs, let's give thanks for those two things simultaneously, for the beauty of good food and for the beauty of being able to share it with our favourite people in the world. So with thankful hearts for the food we eat and the people we eat with, let's light today's candle. It's Tuesday, the 7th of April. And with this candle, we pray for light in a dark world, for hope to the fearful heart, for peace in a troubled soul. And one final mention today for Cecil, who is celebrating his 90th birthday today. Unfortunately, Cecil is in isolation like the rest of us, can't light a cake along with a big group of people, but all of us lighting our candles all across the city send you our best wishes. Happy birthday, Cecil.